Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a while. I had to take a little break this past week. Couldn't cover the last Severance episode because my grandmother passed away. She got sick on Wednesday. Severance came out on Thursday. Obviously creating content and everything. I had to take a step back so I could be there for the family, be there for my grandmother, who I was very close to. And so she passed on Sunday. Funeral was Tuesday. So I'm just getting back to the swing of things now. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who reached out and said prayers and stuff like that. It meant a lot, especially on Instagram too. A lot of you guys messaged me on there. It's been a hard week, but knowing that I can come back to this after and sort of get my mind off things by talking to you guys and watching some things, it makes me feel a lot better. But so today I'm gonna be talking about Severance episode 7. I just got into watching it today. I just finished it, and it was what an episode! What an incredible episode! So I'm just gonna do a nonchalant review, just sort of speak my mind in the episode. I'm not gonna recap everything like I usually do. New episode comes out tomorrow. That should be out at the usual time that I put things out. But yeah, I'll also be doing a Moon Knight review later. I'm gonna be watching that soon as well. Can't wait for that. But let's talk about Severance episode 7. And also for anyone who cares, you might have noticed that I got a haircut. I used to have long hair for a while. I think this whole channel I always had long hair. I think I might have gotten a haircut once, but this is a very different hairstyle. I like it though. I think it's kind of cool. But so this episode begins where we left off in last episode, right? We see Mark go to see that girl as part of the resistance that was helping Petey. He brings her into like the school, and all of a sudden the security guard comes out. Doug, I think is what his name is, and she kills him. Or I mean, we don't know that he's dead, I guess, yet, but I mean, she at least knocks him out. We see blood in the bat. I'm assuming he's dead unless they have him captured somewhere, right? And or maybe interrogating him. That'd be kind of cool. But Mark sees this. This adds a great element of tension right from the get-go. I love this beginning. And she sort of like gives him the security pass and then tells him that your outie or that your innie will know what to do with it. We then get to see Dylan and Milchek talking in the severed office workplace, right? And right away, Dylan brings up what happened last episode where he got unsevered. He got severed in the real world, right? And I love this dynamic. I love that they're bringing this new aspect to Dylan's character, the fact that he wants to see his kid. And he was someone who was always, he didn't really care about getting out, right? But now that he has this connection that he wants with his kid, like imagine like you just see like this little kid coming at you, calling you dad, and like you never met this kid before, but he's supposed to be your son. Like you're gonna want to see that kid again, So I love that Dylan has that now, and he's like pressing Milchek, wanting to really, do that again, to go see his kid. And I just love that for Dylan. He's definitely going to become a more interesting character in the episodes to come, seasons to come, hopefully. I think someone even asked Ben Stiller recently about a season 2, and I think he said that he was hopeful. And I think they're definitely going to do season 2. I mean, I think the show's being successful. It's a great show. I think it's definitely going to get a season 2. But shortly after this, we get another really interesting scene between Harmony in the outside world, how she's playing that nurse with Mark's sister, right? And she's teaching her how to breastfeed. And there's a really interesting piece of dialogue that happens here of where Harmony asks his sister, like, does Mark ever think that if he ever thinks that he sees his dead wife, right? As we know, the wife died in the car accident. And she says, does he ever see her? And the way that the sister looks at Harmony, it gives us, the audience, like our first little hint that puts in our brain, like, maybe the wife isn't actually dead. And I thought of it here. Like, I was like, I know what they're hinting at. Like they're trying to tell us something, a very small hint. But I never really thought this whole show that the wife wasn't dead. I thought it gave Mark a good motive for why he wanted to become severed, because his wife is dead, But I never ever thought, and I don't think I ever saw in the comments or theories. I don't think, for me personally, I didn't see it. Any of you guys either saying that the wife maybe is alive somewhere. As we'll see by the end of this episode, who it is and what actually happened. We'll get to that. But this was like our first little hint here that made us think like maybe the wife isn't actually dead. I also love like the little office dance party that Milchek throws for them. It just looked good, like in the way it was like directed, the camera movements, the lighting and stuff like that. I thought it was fun. But then right after Dylan, you could see that he's still aggravated about Milchek and about what happened, like not being able to see his kid. And he just lashes out on Milchek. He bites his arm. I thought Milchek was gonna like take him away right then and there and get him punished or go into the break room or whatever. But he says that he'll pay and that he's going to bring it up to Harmony or whatever. But then he leaves shortly after to go do something with Bert, as we'll see the next time we see him. But the fact that Dylan lashes out, I love that. That was a great scene. Another cool scene is when Harmony's walking down the hallway and one of the secretaries or intermediates, that is what they're called, right? Go to talk to Harmony, and she says that the board is here and they want to talk to Harmony. And so, I mean, what they talk about is pretty much Harmony saying that she'll love to talk about them in person. And next week is the Egan family gala. And so that's going to be, I'm really excited for that. Once they said that, I was like, that's got to be something that's going to have a lot of either cool scenes or big moments or big reveals or something, right? If we actually get to see the Egan family, I wonder what that looks like. Like, is it just the board members? Like, how big is his family? Like, you know, there's got to be some weird stuff going on there. And I really hope it doesn't disappoint, because some people that may have watched Yellow Jackets as well, this isn't a spoiler, but I remember the high school reunion was a big hyped up scene, right? I mean, the whole show is about being in high school, and then we're back in the future, like having a thing where we go back to the high school and have a high school reunion. It sounded like a very exciting thing. And in the show, I feel that disappointed me, the reunion. I feel like it was hyped up and it just wasn't what I thought it was. Like, nothing gets revealed, nothing big happens. And so I feel like I had the same excitement for like this Egan family gala, and I just hope that doesn't disappoint. I hope that we get to see a lot of family members, some big stuff happens. You know, I don't want it to just be a gala and not too much happens. But after this, we get to see that Bird is retiring, which we haven't really known the reason why yet, I don't think. Milchek is obviously behind it, I guess. And but Irving comes in and he's pissed because he recognizes like what this means. It pretty much means that Bird is going to die. This version that he knows of Bert is going away and will never return. You know, his Audi wants to retire, so now his innie has to pretty much die. Like Irving says, all of his memories will be taken away. So I love that Irving confronts Milchek about this, and he can show like how mad he is. And then I also love how he gets back to his coworkers, and he's like, let's burn this place to the ground. It just got me hyped, like all those cheesy one-liners that it just gets me excited. So I love what Irving said there. And then at the very end, where we see Mark and his Audi self, you know, like he rips up the photo of his wife in front of, you know, his current girlfriend, I guess they're dating, girlfriend, whatever it is. She walks out, and the song is playing. It's I'll Be Seeing You. Any fans of The Notebook probably recognize that song. But he retapes the photo, and we get to finally see what his wife looks like. And it's Miss Casey. It's, you know, his wife is alive. His wife was Miss Casey, who's in the severed world. You know, we see her. She was the one. Last time we saw her, she was keeping checks on Helly, and then she wasn't doing a good job, right? So they sort of, I forgot what Harmony did with her. Did they put her in the break room? I think that was it, right? I don't think they fired her or anything. But this was crazy. I was shocked. It was an incredible ending, an incredible way to cap off the episode. So my quick rating for this episode is a 3.9 out of 5. I think this is my favorite episode so far. From what I can recall, I don't like. From taking a break, I sort of forgot like my rating for the other episodes. Some of them I might have given like a 4 or 4.1. But this one, I just loved so many aspects about it. You know, the shocking finale, the fact that we might have gotten the security guard death in the beginning, that, you know, adds a lot of high stakes. Seeing the family Egan gala, that being hinted at. Dylan and Irving, how mad they are. I love how mad they are. And I'm still mad that Helly is sort of not taking a back seat. I know that her and Mark were in the security room and doing stuff, but I just love that drive that Helly had in the beginning, where she was just like so new and she was in, you know, sort of like borderline insane, wanting to get out. And I feel like they've sort of tempered her character a little bit. I want Helly to still be, you know, pissed off more and be more driven. But before we go into theories on this episode, I just want to apologize to you guys for not responding to some of the comments from the last video, Severance episode 6. You know, like stuff just happened, and I just didn't have time to get to the comments, and I didn't get to look at any of the theories about from last week. And for this episode, I didn't look into any theories either. Before the episode, I went into it blind. I didn't go on Reddit before. But now that I finished the episode, I was able to look at some stuff, and I see that some people are talking about Dylan a lot, and how when he bit Milchek, it sort of confirms that painting that we saw, where it was the two departments fighting each other, and we saw them like eating each other, and there was like blood, and there was like fire. And they're drawing parallels to how Dylan bit Milchek. So it's like, you know, in the painting, we see, you know, biting, and we, you know, so maybe that did actually happen. Even when Irving says like, let's burn this place to the ground, in that painting, we see that there's burning as well. So it's like, maybe like history's repeating itself. Like maybe they go through like this vicious cycle of always sort of coming out of it, fighting with the departments, and then they maybe get like their memories wiped, you know, and they just go back, and who knows for how long they've been doing this. That's a theory though. I don't know. It's really just from Dylan biting is why people are talking about the painting stuff. But I believe it though. I think there's definitely some sort of connection there. Just the fact that Miss Casey is Mark's wife makes me want to go and rewatch all the other interactions that they had to see if there's any hints in there. Because I had no clue. I wasn't thinking about that. I just wasn't thinking about that. I don't know. It's so crazy. It's such a great ending. But in terms of any other theories, I think I already talked about a lot of them, like the cloning stuff. Maybe that could be something. I don't think it's aliens anymore. I think it's just like this Egan immortal thing still. And I think the gala hopefully maybe, concludes or at least gives us a better idea about what the Egan's motives are with this Severance stuff, or like what they're actually doing. I want to know more about that, and hopefully we get a clear answer in the next episode. But that's pretty much it. I saw also some people think that the whole town is under Lumen Company, like Lumen Company's controlling everyone. Maybe not everyone's severed. I don't think that, or maybe they are. Maybe the whole town is like severed, and that's kind of a crazy theory. But I think maybe Lumen just has a very strong pull with everything. As we know, that senator who had his wife severed with the baby stuff. So like the politicians are at play here with the Severance stuff as well. So the whole town being in with the Lumen Company in terms of like politicians, that just makes sense. So maybe the whole town's severed. That'd be kind of crazy. But you guys have probably seen more stuff. I mean, you guys have the whole week to think about it, to sit with you. I literally just finished watching it. So let me know any theories you got down below. What do you guys think of this episode? Just thank you again for everything that you got. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for waiting for this video. It means a lot during this time, and I just want to just show my appreciation. So I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna put out a video today for Moon Knight. Talk quickly about that, my thoughts on it, my rating, my review, and so that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching, like always. I will see you all in the next video.